Oh, hey there. I'm here to remind you that you are not too good to answer phone calls. You are not too good to respond to people. Okay? If you think you're such a big deal that you don't have to respond to people because they don't deserve you or something like that, let me just remind you that Jesus washed his disciples' feet. That was the lowest job that only like the lowest slave would do. Other slaves would look down on the person washing feet and be like, ugh, at least I'm not doing that job. And Jesus didn't even have to be told. He just got down and voluntarily said, look, I am clearly the greatest. I am clearly God incarnate. And I'm going to do the lowliest job without being asked. I'm going to humble myself before you people. And I'm going to wash your dirty feet. I'm going to dry them off. And I'm going to show you what humility means. Now, for whatever reason, I've been put in a position where I own businesses, okay? Where I end up in important places and people sometimes treat me with respect, and I've been blessed financially, okay? With that in mind, I remind myself constantly, I am not too good for this, right? I answer every phone call, I answer every text message, I answer everybody that has some kind of a message for me. I take time for that. And I'm talking to somebody earlier today, and they were like, "Do you have a bunch of fans and stuff like that?" I'm like, "I do." And they're like, "Do they ever say crazy things?" I'm like, "They do." And they're like, "You ever get people hit on you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And like, "Do you just ignore them?" I'm like, "No, I don't," because it takes a lot of courage to reach out to somebody and to make yourself vulnerable and to put yourself out there and to say, "Hey, I think that you're attractive and I like you," or whatever. Or just to reach out at all, just to say, hey, you know what, you struck a chord in me and I want to reach out to you and tell you I appreciate it. And why in the world would I want to crush somebody's dreams that's trying to do the right thing? It took a lot of courage, a lot of bravery to do that. And so, I find myself oftentimes saying, thank you, I appreciate it, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. But you are not too good to answer people's calls. You're not too good to answer their messages. Just do it. You know what? You might find a friend. And don't you want somebody to respond to you? Like, respect their time, because you never know who in the world you're talking to. It might be a big deal.